If you're like me, you have a ton of different campaigns that you want to run, a whole bunch of different things that you want to try out. And sometimes it's hard to articulate those kinds of campaigns to our players, which is why I recommend making a campaign catalog, or a campaign magazine, as it were. Here I'm going to show off what I've got going on for my campaign catalog. Here, just the basic handout, but here is where immediately I start showing off what we're working with here. I've got the kind of campaign name, I've got the system, I've got the setting, the levels, the sessions, and this is just a work in progress. I may add more to it, but I just want to show off what I've got here. Of course, there's a lot of 5e, but as we scroll down, we get more and more game systems, and all of these are linked to different areas. So let's kick things off. Let's go right into it. So the first thing being Mordenkainen School of the Arcane. Boom. Here is where I get the pitch. The first paragraph there is the actual in-game implications of what's going on in the game. The second paragraph there is the out-of-game implications of the game. Then I have character requirements, and then I have the game expectancy. Right there, not that many words used. In fact, I think each individual page is only a few hundred words at most. Right there, I've pitched the campaign. And this is what I want. I don't want to give away too much. What I want to do is I want to show off this document to my players, have them look around, and say, hey, I want to know more about that. And that's going to tell me that they are interested if they're willing to ask for it. So boom, this one is clearly about magical school. Okay, that's not going to appeal to everyone. What about Trapped in the Dungeon with the Dragons? Oh, look at that. That's a metagame game. Ooh, maybe someone will be interested in playing themselves, playing a character. Who knows? We have Curse of Strahd, classic. Waterdeep Dragon Heist, classic. Out of the Abyss. Ring of Blood in the Sand. All of these various things. And they are not super duper detailed as before. You know, I just have a little flavor text and I want people to get hooked in. I want people to dive into what they're looking at because immediately they're going to know if they're going to like this campaign or not. Like Shipwrecked. Oh, it's all about being on a mysterious island. Well, maybe people aren't going to like that because they don't like being isolated. Maybe they want to do big ol' save the world type adventures. That's not going to be it. What about Call of Cthulhu? You know, I don't like this game system. Oh, I don't like the creepy side of things. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Once again, just moving on. And you show all of these to your players, then they're going to get excited. They're going to figure out what the heck they want out of it. But at the same time, I wouldn't overload it. If I know all of the players that I'm working with here, I'm not going to show them all 40 or 50 different games, right? That's going to be too much to look through, too much to sift through. What I'm going to do is I'm going to curate it. So I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to show off these 10 in particular. And boom, just like that. Then they can choose between those 10s. And most important of all is they can collaborate with each other. Hey, what would you be down for? Hey, what would you like to play in? How about we compromise? How about we play this campaign? And you get everyone working together and you get the game that you want. The reason why I've made this is because it's important as a GM to run games that you want to run. You do not want to run games that you don't want to run because you're going to get burnt out real quick. Only run the games you want to run and find players who want to play in the games that you want to run. You are unfortunately going to sometimes get people that don't like everything that you do, and that's fine. But so long as you find people that are willing to do the things that you want to do, then it's awesome. Right here, right? When you have a group that is willing to look through all this stuff and say, oh, you know what, that sounds awesome. I'll try out that awesome game system. Hey, it's going to be great. But also something else to consider is you don't need to do it in this format. In fact, I think this format's a little bit ugly. Maybe I'll change it up. Maybe I'll make it a column-like format. Maybe I'll do it in some other form here because this is Google Docs and maybe Google Docs isn't the greatest for this. Maybe I'll do it using something else here. But regardless, I want to show this off to my players so that they understand what kind of games I want to run, and then they can decide amongst themselves and me what kind of game they want to play in. So this is my campaign catalog. Go ahead and tell me, do you already have something similar to this? Do you just simply have a little bit of notes jotted down on what kind of games you want to run? Is it all in your head? Or do you have something elaborate like this or even better than mine? I would love to know what you all are working with there because it is an interesting aspect. We sit there to run games and play games, and maybe we're thinking about these games months or years in advance. So it's important to have these written down somewhere, right? Tell me what you think about a campaign catalog or a campaign magazine, whatever you want to call it, because I would love to hear it. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. And thank you to my amazing patrons. You guys are absolutely incredible. Thank you so very much. And I cannot wait to see you all in the next one.